want to show you how I personally add my terms and conditions and credit card authorizations into my TravelJoy invoices. Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick disclaimer. This is just the way I do it. I'm not saying it's the only way or even the best way. Please make sure you check with your own attorney and see what applies best for your business and your state. So while we do this, we should always get signed credit card authorization forms from a client every single time they approve a payment. That way you have their authorization in writing and you're protected in case there ever a dispute or a chargeback, and we do not want those. Also, every single time you have a new client, as soon as you begin working with them, you should be making them aware of your terms and conditions. When you send in your client information, make sure your terms and conditions are included and get them to confirm in writing that they receive and understood. And how you do that is up to you, email signature, acknowledgement. I'm not going into that in this video. For today, I'm going to focus specifically on how I add my terms and conditions, or well, a portion of them, directly into my invoices in TravelJoy so that the client sit in again each time they make a payment. So TravelJoy makes this really, really easy. When you send a supplier invoice, you know we have the ability to do two type of invoices in TravelJoy. We have the supplier invoice and the direct invoice. I use the supplier invoice. This is pretty much a authorization form. Your client enters the payment details and gives you an electronic signature. I'm going to show you what that looks like. That signature identifies the credit card being used and the exact amount that they're authorizing. Every single time my clients make a payment, right, they sign electronically on that invoice and they reconfirm that they are submitting this payment voluntarily. And they can see, I also add a link for my terms and conditions so that they can go and see whether their client reads all the terms is not really our responsibility. But by having it there with a signature or the ability for them to sign, they can see that they didn't agree, right? So that's it. Now let me show you how I do this. This is the dashboard. We are gonna go to here where it says templates. On templates, we have several options. I encourage you to use your templates so you don't duplicate your work. Here, we're gonna go to terms and conditions, and we are going to add the terms and conditions to our invoices. So I use the invoice supplier. This says default, but we're gonna change it. I already have it here, but in the document I share with you, I just copy and paste it in there, you know. And so we're gonna copy. What you wanna do is you wanna copy and paste that and replace to whatever is in here. Clearly, this is my terms and conditions for my own company. I add here the link to the full terms and conditions, and it goes to this landing page. After that, you save it and you don't have to do anything else. So we are going to see what that looks like. I created an invoice for, or a treat for my husband, and we're gonna create an invoice now. So the way we create invoices, as you know, you go to the right side here on the screen, click on create, go to the type of invoice that you would like to utilize. Again, I use the invoice supplier. We are going to add our item. So usually I will copy and paste here the description of the supplier, but let's say it's an ocean view. No, let's do a presidential suite, because I want him to take me there, and that is gonna cost him $5,000. And you know, I'm not going, this is not the video for this, but you can edit here the schedule for the payments, etc. You don't see here your terms and conditions, but once you press next is going to give you the option to save or save and send the email. I'm not really interested in sending this. I mean, saving this invoice, but we can preview it. And this is what we'll look for my husband. You will have your information, and here it is. The credit card authorization is going to be right there and present, and it's going to have all the details that is needed for your credit card authorization to be great. So the amount that they're going to authorize, whether it's the full amount or other amount, the credit card they're going to use, and right here it just state all my terms and conditions again, or a part of it, and they're going to sign here. What that looks like, I took a picture of a real one here. I cover the credit card information for my client, but this is a real credit card authorization, and this is what it would look like. So Mr. Gomez paid with a MasterCard ending on 1234, and the MasterCard ending 1234 expires on this date. My credit card, my terms and conditions are right there, and his signature is visible. And so that is how you add your credit card, your terms and conditions to your credit card authorization. I hope this was useful, and thank you so much.